Assassin is a live-action game in which players try to eliminate one another using mock weapons, in an effort to become the last surviving player. Assassin is particularly popular on college campuses. Several universities have a dedicated Assassins Guild society, which organizes games for the members. Gameplay occurs at all hours and in all places unless otherwise disallowed by the rules. Since an elimination attempt could occur at any time, successful players are obliged to develop a degree of watchful paranoia. Gameplay. The Assassin game has several published variants, such as the Steve Jackson Rules book Killer, the game of assassination, first published in 1982, and different guilds tend to create their own sets of rules and procedures. As such, the specific style of play is likely to vary between one group and the next. Rules game hosts begin by advertising that a game is being set up and instruct potential players to send in the personal details. Once enough players have signed up, the game host assigns targets to the players. A player is usually told the personal details of the target as collected by the game host. The aim of the game is for players to track down and eliminate the targets until only one player remains. When a player eliminates the target, they get the victim's target. Only one assassin can kill a target at a time. If only one player remains, the game is over. Oxford University plays by a rules set where the game runs for a week and the players respawn, usually after 12 hours. The aim of the game is to collect as many points from kills as possible. The respawn means events are organized during the game to capture specific points. Eliminations remove a target from the game. What constitutes an elimination depends upon the particular rules set up by the game host. Eliminations might include hitting the target with an airsoft gun, striking them with a toy plastic lightsaber, or putting a dash of hot sauce in the target's food. Some rules establish safe zones. A safe zone is a place that protects a player from elimination. Safe zones are declared by game hosts. At a university, safe zones might include classrooms during class periods. Under some rule sets, the presence of witnesses will either invalidate the kill or expose the killer to penalties, like additional assassins being dispatched to target him or her. Game hosts might assign certain items to be worn or actions to be performed that protect the wearer or performer from elimination. These items or actions are called safeties. The safety can last for one specific day or for the duration of the game. Some games have police forces, sometimes composed of eliminated players, whose job is to track down rule breakers. Some have time limits on eliminations and penalize players who are behind schedule in killing the targets. Methods of elimination. Generally, elimination is carried out using items and methods that cause no actual damage and, in many cases, cannot be mistaken by bystanders for real weapons or acts of violence. Direct indirect elimination. A player uses a fake weapon to touch his or her target. The most common ranged weapons are water pistols, Nerf-type weapons, and rubber band guns. Other weapons include tennis balls, balled-up socks, blue pens, or rubber bands fired by hand. Some rule sets simply make water a weapon, whether splashed with bare hands, conveyed by water balloon, or fired from a water gun. Basilisk rules count simply sighting one's target as a successful assassination. Some rule sets require photographic proof that a true sighting occurred. Melee weapons are typically fake stabbing weapons. Melee weapons are more easily concealed than ranged weapons but require more stealth to employ effectively. Melee weapons must touch a player's body to eliminate them. Common examples of melee weapons are cardboard and plastic knives, plastic lightsabers, spoons, and toothbrushes. Plastic spoons are commonly used to prevent injury from aggressive players. Sharpie markers can be used as melee weapons by marking on a player's exposed skin. There is a stickers-based variant that has been played a lot at conventions. It allows play in hotels or places which would upset other guests. The game tends to be very quick, are often lasting less than 20 minutes. The stickers have words like dead, kill, etc. on them. The people involved in the game wear stickers saying such things as "I am alive." They attempt to kill each other by sticking them to another player's body. Pulling a sticker off its backing is considered arming, which allows for accusation in killing circle-based games. Indirect. In an indirect elimination, a player plants an object where his or her target will be eliminated by it. It changes his or her target's environment in a specific way, as defined by the variance rules, that results in an elimination. Some variants allow poison, which can be implemented by adding strong flavors such as Tabasco sauce to the victim's food or a piece of paper placed underneath the victim's food with the word poison written on it. Another form is the use of a black spot. If a player opens a paper sealed with tape, staples, or any other of such, and there is a black spot inside, the player is eliminated. Some variants allow bombs, which may be implemented in various ways. Some require the bomb to go off in some way and hence might use alarm clocks or other timers. One technique may be to e-bomb a target by either using an email or instant messenger to send a file to a target in order to kill them. This attachment may be a Word document, audio file, or an image that shows that the target is dead and the assassin that killed them. Another technique is the car bomb, where the assassin puts a tape or CD in the victim's car audio system. When the victim starts the car and audio, they will hear the assassin saying that they were just car bombed. Another car bomb variant allows one to shoot and kill the person while they are in the car by striking the car rather than the person inside. If using the Nerf rocket launcher or equivalent, an assassin may also bomb a victim by sending him or her a package in the mail with a data letter saying, "You're bombed." The victim is eliminated as soon as she or he opens the package and reads the note. In the sticker-based variants, applying a sticker to an object that the target then uses is considered to be a bomb attack. Other weapons include poisonous animals and various manners of simulated traps. If an innocent manages to find a trap or animal before the intended victim, there is no penalty, it simply does not function. For example, if a friend finds a rubber snake in a victim's backpack and reveals it to the victim does not die, but the killer is still in the game. Capture. In a capture elimination, a player eliminates his or her target by coming into possession of a specific item. Capture eliminations are exactly like tackles in flag football. Some common objects used as capture objectives are flags, articles of clothing, and clothespins. The winner will receive a substantial prize, worthy of not just a physical prize, but a title. Themes. Some games set up a backstory to explain why the players are trying to kill each other. Players may act as members of a league of assassins, a part of an attack of vampires. Whether a theme is used is dependent upon the preferences of the individual who hosts the game. Security fears. In 2008, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln placed a one-year ban on the Assassin game. The administrators of the school placed the ban after the police had been called by a person who observed one student bringing a Nerf gun to class. Currently, The University of Texas at Dallas and Loyola University in New Orleans can call disciplinary proceedings on a student who engages in a game of assassin, killer, or variations thereof. On March 31, 2009, in 5, Washington, a Costco, several car dealerships and small businesses were evacuated when a bomb was left by someone playing assassin. Several local police and fire departments responded, as well as the explosives disposal team from the Port of Seattle, the FBI and the BATF. The bomb was a box found in a flower bed, contained a magnet on a beeping motion sensor with the words "Bomb, you're dead" written on it. The bomb was defused. The man who left the package later turned himself in to authorities. On May 12, 2009, an incident involving the assassin game happened behind a Northampton, New Hampshire restaurant, where an employee spotted a man in dark clothing with a gun. He called the police, and the student in question did not resist but simply walked to his car and explained the game to the police. The man turned out to be a high school senior from Exeter, New Hampshire, waiting for another high school student to come out of her job at the restaurant with a water pistol in hand. In 2016, an assassin game held in Oakville, Ontario led to residents on Callaway Drive and Gooseberry Way calling Halton Regional Police. The 3 participants wearing ski masks were subsequently released with warning. In popular culture, Tag, The Assassination Game is a 1982 film based on this game starring Robert Carradine and Linda Hamilton. It was originally released under the title Everybody Gets It in the End. Gotcha is a 1985 film starring Anthony Edwards and Linda Fiorentino, also based on this game but using paintball guns instead of dart guns. Starfleet Academy. The Assassination Game is a 2012 novel by Alan Gratz incorporating this game as a major plot element, except the required game weapon is a spork. In the Gossip Girl episode Inglourious Basterds, the characters play a capture version of Assassin where players wear Polaroids of themselves strung around the neck and are killed once these Polaroids are ripped from the necklaces. Once a player is eliminated, they give the stack of Polaroids they have collected over to their assassin, and the person with the most Polaroids wins.